Episode 7 of towing this boat all over the country, stopping at all the cool lakes and rivers along the way. We started in Key West, Florida, and now we are in Summersville Lake, West Virginia, one of my absolute favorite places. So let's start the video. Good morning from the Bluestone Travel Plaza in the hills of good old Princeton, West Virginia. I actually slept amazing in the boat last night. Woke up at 9 a.m., which is the latest I've slept in a long time. Normally I have not been able to sleep, so it's gonna be a good day. Almost had this entire place to ourselves too. There was barely any trucks last night. But no wasting time, let's get in the truck. We have to cross the New River Gorge Bridge, which is an infamous bridge here in West Virginia. If you haven't seen it, you're about to. And then over to Summersville Lake, one of my favorite lakes in the entire country. So let's do it. And if you're unfamiliar, there's a chance you might be sitting there thinking to yourself, Brandon, what is this New River Gorge that you speak of? Well, we're about to drive over in about 6.9 seconds, so take a look. Pretty neat bridge if you ask me. And it's only like 15-20 minutes away from Summersville Lake. A couple minutes, we'll be over at the boat ramp and we'll be launching this baby. Get out into my favorite freaking lake on the East Coast so far. My breakfast was literally $6. It's amazing. Bag of ice. This is the U-Save Travel Plaza here in Mount Nebo, right next to Summersville Lake. It's not glamorous by any means, but I highly recommend it if you want some cheap breakfast. That's like that good local cheap breakfast. We're only 8 minutes away from the boat ramp now. Get in some freaking water, baby. Well, we're driving over the dam right now. That's literally what makes Summersville Lake. Gorgeous out there. I've never actually even seen this side of the lake before. Beautiful out here. So there is a fee to use the ramps at Summersville. It's only $5 for the day or $40 for an entire year. It's really not that bad. Can't complain. Okay, this is how stupid I am. I was literally just way down there, stopped the truck and started loading things into the boat. And then I drove all the way down here, did a loop around there and then parked right here. Realized that I left my most expensive belongings sitting right here, including my laptop. Somehow it stayed perfectly balanced right there on that drive. If that would have fell down and ruined my laptop, I would have been out over $3 grand right there. Whew, that would have been bad. I just had a mini heart attack. So dumb. Prepping everything so I can just pull up and go. Throw these things in here. This thing right here has been my absolute best friend. So check this thing out. Boom, clip, boom, clip. Got yourself a freaking bike. This thing has absolutely been saving me on my road trip so far. I got a flat tire near West Palm Beach, ripped this thing down to the store, came back, fixed the tire. And then in Destin, Florida, I had to go all over the place a million times to get parts to fix the wheel bearings on my truck. And the truck was up on jack stands. I couldn't drive anywhere. Literally just pull the bike out, rip to the store, get whatever I need. But big shout out to Lectric for sponsoring today's video. I've had this bike for a few months now and I've been using it a lot. This model specifically is the Lectric 2.0 long range, and it also has this carbon belt. So if you're near the saltwater a lot, like I've been, you don't have to worry about a chain getting all corroded. You just got a nice carbon belt that's very low maintenance. One of my favorite thing about this bike is the storage. So it's got like the little utility rack on the back. It's small, but it's really nice because I can strap everything I need, and I've been strapping a lot of stuff to this. And then they got these watertight bags. Clip it on. I have thrown lots of stuff in these bags when I've been running to the store, renting tools from AutoZone, and just using these things as like my little mini utility vehicles. It's so nice that I can just fold it up and stick it right behind the back seat. I doubt you can see the screen in the daylight, but it has 5 different levels of pedal assist. As soon as you start pedaling, it takes off. And if you're lazy like me, you can just twist the throttle and you don't have to do anything, just ride. Check this lake out. I've been to this lake many times, almost never with a boat, so I've never got to explore all of it, so it's gonna be really cool today to check out everything. Oh, check it out. They even have like a whole beach area, like a sectioned off area you can go swim. I mean, it's no Florida beach by any means. I've been spoiled by some very nice beaches in Florida, but still, when you're in West Virginia, having access to a beach, can't really beat that. Can't believe I've never seen any of this. Let's rip the bike over to the ramp and see what we're dealing with. It's just looking a little bit dirty with some sticks and whatnot. I wonder if there was just a storm here recently. Pretty solid ramp. One on that side, one on this side, and a ridiculous amount of parking. But seriously, check out Lectric. The link will be down below in the description. These bikes are super, super useful for a lot of different utilities. This thing's got 819 watts of peak power. All the electrical components on this thing are IP65 rated, so you don't have to worry when you're out in the rain. And the bike only weighs 41 pounds when you remove the 8-pound battery, making it one of the most portable e-bikes on the market. It even has a max payload of 275 pounds. Now look at that. It packs away so tiny. So check the link out in the description. Grab yourself an electric bike. They have a bunch of different models. And I think it's time that we get this boat in some freaking water. I'm getting hot. This dock was actually quite a pain to use because there's no cleat up there where there should be. So all I had was this one, which barely lined up, well, not even to my mid cleat. I just had to do it to the rail right here and then had to run this one over to here. But that was pretty annoying to do. The boat was just moving all over the place. And we are off. Beautiful Summersville Lake. It's 327 feet deep at the deepest point, and it's been recognized in magazines as the cleanest and clearest lake east of the Mississippi. Some people call it like the Little Bahamas of the East. I wouldn't go that far, but it's definitely a nice, clean, and clear lake. The water's beautiful here, but it's no Bahamas water. If you've been following my channel when I first started these boating videos back in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, when I bought my Cruisers Yachts 300 CXI that I was living on full time, I bought that boat at this lake. Test drove it at this lake. It's all on my YouTube channel. If you've seen those videos, if you haven't, go back and check them out. But yeah, I bought a 30-foot cruiser boat here and lived on it up in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania last year, all summer. Once it started getting too cold, I sold that boat, packed up everything I had, drove down to Florida and lived in Miami for about 9 months. And now I'm back up here at this lake. It's kind of like full circle. All right, this side of the lake, nothing like I'm used to. I'm used to the huge cliffs here. That's the only reason I ever come down here. I never knew any of this existed, and it is pretty freaking awesome. There's like super nice grass on the sides everywhere. These tiny little islands that just look pristine. I'm about to pull up to this one real quick and get a drone shot because it's just like, it looks so fake in a good way. Like, look at this, tiny little islands, and water temp is 77 degrees, 60 feet deep right here, right next to this little island. This is crazy. All right, I just got anchored up, but the water's not blue, but it is very, very freaking clear. Like, it is so nice here. I'm gonna go hop on this island. Wow, this is an epic freaking island right here. Look at this. Got a little bench. What the heck is this circle in the water? I have no idea what that is. This is gorgeous. This is so polar opposite of the parts of the lake that I know. Very soon we're gonna head over that way, but just wait till you see. It's just so different than this. Crazy that this is even the same lake. I am so mad that I just cut this camera before I took the drone off. I've done this a million times. It went to go take off and it always just goes straight up. This time, for some reason, it literally just took off literally like this. And then it went straight into the tree. It started like mowing some branches off of it and then just dove down and slammed the ground. Hopefully it's still okay. I don't know if it's still gonna fly or not. Let's give it a little reset. All right, I think she survived the slam. So we're gonna try this again. I'm gonna film this one.
Take off. Home point updated.
That's how it's supposed to be. I don't know what the heck happened. There are a lot of logs floating in this lake right now. I'm guessing there must have been a storm recently or something, but I gotta be careful. I can't just go crazy in here. I was really hoping I could, but really don't want to crush a log and destroy my outdrive or all my fiberglass. We just hit something hard. Like really trying to stay on the lookout for these logs. Very hard to see. Oh, shit. Whoops. Whoops, whoops, whoops. That was bad. Tried to get it into neutral and accidentally kicked it into reverse. I was cruising in between these two islands full speed, and I looked on the map and realized on the map there's no water at all. It was just land right here. So I was a little nervous and I tried to stop real quick, accidentally threw it in reverse, and that's not good. But it was still 10 feet deep, so photos on Google Maps are just very low water levels. We're pulling up to the only marina on this lake. It's literally, there's just one, only one. Pretty small lake now that I'm comparing it to Lake Norman and Lake Lanier and other places that I've been. I always thought this lake was huge, but it's really not that big compared to everything else. The good old Summersville Lake Marina. This is where the people kept the boat that I bought. This is literally right here where we did the test drive, but it was like winter time. There was no boats out here. Water conditions were awful, but this is all no wake. The lake goes really far down this way and I've never been there, but looking on the map, it looks just like all of this, which is very similar to Lake Norman and Lake Lanier. And I hate no wake zones. So we're gonna loop around and I'm gonna show you why this lake is a lot different and why it's my favorite. This is why this lake is superior, at least to me. I don't know many lakes that you can see this at in the United States. This is crazy. Right here is one of our favorite places to jump from. It's so perfect. It's like 65 to 70 feet. I really wanted to drop anchor here and show you, but it's still 61 feet behind the boat. Literally right here, 61 feet. Oh, also there's a giant tree floating up behind us. So I'm not really sure how I can anchor the boat and climb up there. Found a freaking waterfall that I've never seen before. Crazy, I thought there was only one waterfall on this lake and the other one I do know of is better than this. So let's head over to the one that I do know because it's a really, really cool spot and probably the most popular spot on this lake. Got my lunch. Protein chocolate chip cookie. What else do you need? Found some people that set up a slack line and a high line. I guess, I don't know the proper terminology. Slack line and high line. Check it out. They span lines from this cliff over to that cliff and they clip in with harnesses and then they walk out on it and do tricks. Then also there's a little low one right here, like maybe to practice lower things without being up so high. It's pretty cool. This lake's also an absolute mecca for rock climbing. It's an extremely popular climbing spot. Deep water soloing, regular rock climbing, sport climbing, everything. And this right here is one of my favorite walls to climb. It has a really nice cliff jump at the top. The wall is super easy to climb. You can make it easy, you can make it hard. The last time I climbed it, I got about 3/4 of the way up and a hornet literally popped out of a hornet's nest right in my face and I just jumped off backwards. But minus the hornets. It's really cool. This lake is too deep. It's 75 feet deep right here. I just don't know how I can anchor. I don't even have that much rope. Ready for one of my really bad ideas? I'm just gonna let my boat float. I'm gonna dive off, swim over there, climb up, jump off, swim back to the boat. before it hits anything. I mean, if it starts to get too close to the wall, I'll just jump off the wall and come over and get it. I'm also gonna try to leave this camera right here filming, so maybe I can get an angle from here, and then I'll take one in my mouth to get the POV. See how this goes. In my head, I think it works. You're about to find out. Hey man, you're good. We made it this far. The boat is floating pretty good, actually. I gotta go quick. Okay. All right, made it to the top. Not doing anything crazy just because I'm by myself. I mean, there are a lot of people, but you can never count on other people to help you. Look at this girl hanging from these rings on this line. But I gotta get down because my boat is running away. 3, 2, 1. Boat drifted a lot further than I thought. That was a long swim. Bad idea, but it worked. Success. I was a little nervous about that one. But also this pontoon boat full of people right here, they recognized me. He was like, "Oh, are you the guy that's trailering the boat all over the country?" Yeah, they were like, "Yeah, we watch you on YouTube." That was really cool to see. All right, now I'm actually gonna go over to my favorite place here with the waterfall that you can jump off of. All right, I just talked to those guys and they actually asked if I wanted to go over and jump by the waterfall, which is perfect. That's where I'm going anyway. So I think they're gonna come with me and do some jumping. Filming is still gonna be rough because it's only me. So please excuse the lack of good shots here. This is Route 19 right here. This is what I was driving north through all of southern West Virginia to get up here. But the most popular spot is right here in this little cove. I think it's a little bit more shallow, so I should be able to anchor there and then I can actually do some stuff. We have made it. The little cove here, we got the waterfall right behind me. It's like 20 feet you could jump from. Well, technically you can't jump from anything here. Right up in these trees is like a 40-footer, and then over here is like a 55-footer. This is definitely where most people hang out. Right now it's Friday midday. I'm sure tomorrow it'd be way crazier here, but I'm actually surprised there's even this many people here right now. Let's get in the water and jump off a waterfall. One of my favorite places right here. All right, I climbed up a little bit higher. I'm gonna go from the tree spot right here, except I'm gonna toss him the camera and then he's gonna get a shot from the water. Nice. Well, that was really freaking cool and very unexpected hang out with those guys. I guess a couple of them recognized my boat from my YouTube channel, and one of the guys I actually cliff jumped with like 3-4 years ago or something like that. So that was really cool. Got to come over here, jump with them, hang out with them. They're down here on a bachelor party, so they're headed to the bar now. But I'm gonna go keep exploring before I hit the bar. There's still more of this lake that I need to see. I want to go as far as I possibly can until I want to see where the lake ends, because I've never been down to the end of it. So let's rip a little ways here. Cruised really far. I've never been out this far. I didn't even realize it went this far. Just came upon, I don't know if you could see it in the water right by that little warning buoy. There's a massive boulder right there that's about a foot under the water. I'm assuming there's a lot more of that coming up. I don't know how much farther I'm gonna go. Last thing I need is to crush a house-sized boulder. Yeah, that is a freaking boulder and a half right there. It's right in the middle of the channel. I don't know. All right, I'm about to pop the drone up for this long cruise back that way over to one of my other favorite places here. But there's a lot to see at this lake. It's very, very diverse. Got that beach area, got those islands, and then you got these huge cliffs, then you got this that just feels more like a river. It's a pretty crazy place. Drone trip was cut short. I got some issues with this thing after I crashed it earlier. I don't know what's going on. It keeps saying propeller installation error, but all the propellers look good. It looks great, but it sounds really bad when it's flying. Like I have never heard the noise that it's making when it's flying now. And this rear left motor was like too hot to even touch. And all the other ones, they were warm, but this back one is getting really freaking hot. So I think one of the propeller motors is broken and I don't want to risk it completely breaking when it's in the air. It sucks. Ugh. Well, it is what it is. Casualty of the YouTube channel. Oh man, this is so freaking nice out here. It's just like flat, glassy water. There's not a ton of boats out here waking us all over the place. At least not way out here. Out here in West Virginia. I don't know if the audio is bad from having water in the microphone, but hopefully you guys can hear me. We're about to go through the cave. It's really, really freaking tight. Ugh. Look at this. The lake's right there. You squeeze through this really tight spot. And then right through here. I'm gonna put the camera back in my mouth so it's gonna sound weird for a second. Ooh. Big spiders. Okay. See the lake back down there again, but now we got to cut back and go across this ledge. And if you fall down there, that's where we came from, and you're going to the hospital for sure. But we got to go straight up. down here. Up to here. One of the best spots on the whole freaking island. What am I talking about? One of the best spots on the whole lake. I tied up to the side of this rental pontoon right here. They were nice enough to let me tie up. But I wanted to show you guys the perspective from up here. It's such a cool freaking place, and it's so unique how you have to climb through a cave to get up here. I wish I could get down to that ledge and jump. I really don't feel like jumping from here. This one's like 67 feet, which I've jumped many, many times. But when I'm by myself, believe it or not, I am smart about some things that I do. I don't really feel comfortable jumping this with just a random family of people to help me. Hi! Yep. There's also a memorial hung on the tree from somebody that died here not too long ago. This is not the way I came up. Yeah, I'm not going down this way. That's a long way down. Okay. I was gonna jump from here. It's a lot safer than down climbing through that. All right, we just hit something hard. Freaking logs out here. I knew it. I freaking knew it. It literally just blasted my transducer off the boat, flipped it up in, and landed right there. That's not good. The screws are still in the boat, so that's good. But I was keeping a good eye out. I don't know what the heck happened. I must have just missed one. Hopefully it didn't mess anything else up. It's the one thing I don't miss about boating up this way is when there's rain and storms and whatnot, there's logs floating around forever. And I just crushed one. Just one more thing to fix on the boat when I get to my parents' house in Pennsylvania. Completely just lost power, and it says check engine. See if there's somewhere on here where it'll tell me what that is. Just completely lost. I mean, it's still idling. It didn't die all the way. I don't know what happened. Lost all power. I'm not really sure what's going on because I don't have a check. Like now there's no check engine light on. I'm gonna slowly try to take off again, see what happens. Oh, we have no power. No. I think it's in some sort of limp mode. That's not good. We're in limp mode, but I got no lights, no beeps, no nothing, so I don't know how to even have an idea of what it is. We got a little ways to go before we get back to the boat ramp, but damn it. I turned the batteries off, let it sit for a second. I turned it back on, fired everything up. I still have no codes, no nothing, and I have full power again. I'm just gonna drive it right now and wait, and hopefully, if it does it again, I'll be able to see some sort of code. It's not good. Not good. Luckily, I do have a warranty on the motor, so thank the Lord. I just gotta get back to land to be able to get it somewhere to get it fixed. Come on, baby, let's get back to the boat ramp. Well, we're back in the no wake zone. Gotta slowly creep back to the boat ramp. But I don't know, that worries me. I was getting a little too confident with the 2021 Suzuki. Gee dang it. course, right whenever I want to pull it out of the water, an entire bass tournament shows up. A million bass boats are launching at the same time, so I was kind of just in everybody's way. Another subscriber happened to see me pulling the boat out, and he came running down and helped me hook it up, get it on the trailer. He was a big help. It's just such a like crazy thing to be able to just have people recognize me random places and come out and help me whenever I need help. Like, it's pretty awesome. Really, really cool. Anytime you guys ever see me out, definitely come say hi, come talk to me. I'm trying to assess the damages here. Oh, I'm still in drive. Well, this is where my transducer was. That thing got yanked. I don't really see any damage on this, just normal scrapage. But I still have the same ding in this fin, a little bit of one in there. This is the only good one, but nothing new on the prop. I don't know, I gotta see what's going on with this freaking engine. I went to go give it throttle to get it up on the trailer, and it literally just died again. So I'm gonna have to work on this for a little bit and see what's going on. Found another issue. There were so many logs in the water by the ramp, and I'm assuming that one of them got stuck in one of the lines when I pulled it out, and this got ripped off. So got a brake line off. Wonderful. Add it to the list. Boating is always something. Well, that's a wrap on Summersville Lake. Hope you guys enjoyed this. It's one of my favorite lakes out there, but we have a lot of maintenance and upgrades to do to the boat. So I'm gonna take a pit stop up at my parents' place in Pennsylvania. I got a 3.5, 4 hour drive up to Pittsburgh. Gonna hang out there, catch up on editing videos because I am getting behind on editing. It takes me so much freaking time. And while I'm there, we're gonna do boat upgrades, boat maintenance, boat repairs, and then we're getting back on the road. But I appreciate you guys. If you wanna help support the channel, grab yourself a t-shirt, explorewithbrandon.com. We got hats, shirts, hoodies. When I get some free time, I'm gonna try to design some more merch. Now that I have the Grady and now that I'm doing this trip, I wanna put some new designs out there. But I appreciate all of you guys. And if you can't buy any merch, that's totally fine. Just drop a comment, like this video. Let me know what you like about these videos, what you hate about these videos, what you wanna see more of, what you wanna see less of. And I appreciate each and every single one of you guys. I love being able to do this, and it's all possible because of you. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And I will catch you guys up in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania for the next video. Peace.
Hey, there it is, baby. 500K, let's go. We're on the road, the downhill slope to 1 million. One day we're gonna make it there. We're gonna get that 1 million subscriber plaque, but 500,000 freaking people on my channel. Absolutely insane. Thank you all. This is nuts. Absolutely nuts. Let's keep it going.